missing left.
Ymir thinks he's gonna back. We're not gonna let him. We're gonna come up. He's in execution threshold. We use our stun. And we're able to execute him. Poseidon is behind us. We probably didn't need to execute the minion wave right there. Although I don't know how much we really respect Poseidon right now. We miss our 3. We respect him a lot when we don't have any abilities. We get the stun. If we would have hit our 3, I think we would have gotten him. He's super weak. We have our 3 in a second. Sugiyom is here, so now we gotta fall back. What a do, skibbity boo, it's your boy SeanyB Gaming, and today we have a viewer request to play Achilles in solo lane. Achilles just recently received a buff to his 1. If you are new to the channel, I upload 6 to 7 times a week. I add some commentary to a game that I've already played with the intention of seeing what went right and what went wrong, and hopefully there's something that we can learn together. If you are a returning viewer, I think I have the most embarrassing death that I've posted to YouTube yet in this video. Don't worry, it won't be long. I'm pretty sure it's the first death I have. Don't know what I was thinking. Very, very poor play. Hope y'all have a laugh. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into Achilles' kit. Achilles' 1 is the Shield of Achilles. This is going to be a cone attack that has a short range and a long range. If the enemy is within the short range of the cone attack, they're going to take 100% damage and they're also going to become stunned. If the enemy is in the far range of the cone attack, they're only going to take 85% of the damage from this ability. So this game, like most games when I'm solo lane, I'm trying to start blue and then go to lane. In order for this strategy to be effective, I need the jungler to go from speed to blue, then to harpies, then to mid, and then I personally, and solo, need to hit the blue camp, and then I need to get 3 archers and 2 melee minions, and I'll be able to reach level 2. So I'm going to start working on the blue buff, wait for all the little blue guys to spawn, use my ability, and I notice Bakasura is not on his way. So chances are I'm going to be missing some minions. This strategy only works if your jungler is on the same page as you. So I'm going to go to lane, I see 3 archers, but I don't get any XP from any melee minions, so I'm going to be sitting at level 1, while the Ymir is going to be level 2. And yay, I already get to start the game at a disadvantage. So we're going to use our 1 on the lane, we're going to try to clear out these minions, hit level 2, and then maybe make a play for Totem of Kill. Ymir is surprisingly annoying in solo lane. We're going to go ahead and just keep working on these archers. He's going to freeze us out of our 1 and get him with the stun. I think we're going to be able to pressure Totem of Ku right here. Yeah, looks like he's just going to go for the next wave. So Achilles is 2. Achilles is going to gain physical power. He's going to gain protection and crowd control reduction for 6 seconds. Whenever Achilles damages an enemy with an ability, he's going to heal. This ability has everything that you could want on it. Power, protections, crowd control reduction, and a heal. It's a pretty nasty ability. However, you don't want to really level it first because you want to make sure that you can still get your damage off. Right there, we did some good bopping. We dodged his freeze, and then we used our 1. Our Bakasura is coming in, so we're going to try to rotate with him. We do have our stun in 2 seconds. We're like, alright, let's tank this Bakasura. We dash in, and frozen, and holy cow, we are dead. That was such a bad play. I do not know what I was thinking. Trying to eat a tower shot or 2 for the Bakasura. I dash in and get frozen. Embarrassing. If you have seen a more embarrassing death by me, please post it in the comments down below. I think that's up there for my most embarrassing death. Diving into tower, getting frozen by a Ymir, 2 minutes and 20 seconds into a game. Anyway, we are going to recover from this point. We just wanted to give ourselves a challenge. Anyway, Achilles is 3, is his combat dodge. Achilles is going to dodge, and then he's going to be able to throw his spear. If his spear hits an enemy, he's going to be able to dodge again, and then throw his spear again. After the second spear throw, his ability is going to go on cooldown. You can't do this ability infinitely. Achilles' ultimate, Fatal Strike. Achilles is going to dash through minions and stop at the first enemy god that he hits. If the enemy god is below 30% health, Achilles is going to be able to execute him. And if Achilles successfully executes an enemy, he's going to be able to use his ultimate again up to 5 times. I think it has like a 5 or 6 second cooldown. Not set cooldown, but like you can ult somebody, get the execution, and then you have like 5 or 6 seconds to execute the next person or to use the ultimate again. While Achilles is ulting, he's going to be susceptible to damage. So kind of the Achilles heal method from the lore. Achilles' passive is Achilles adapts to the tide of battle. Achilles can choose to wear armor, which grants him bonus health and bonus protections, or he can take his armor off, gaining movement speed and bonus power. And of course, we're going to be going for the movement speed and bonus power, getting that armorless Achilles. It's the movement speed. If it was just movement speed, it would probably be worth it to go no armor, but you get power and movement speed. It's a much better option than getting some extra health and protections. So let's go ahead and go over the build. We're getting boxed by this Ymir. Things are not looking good or favorable for us right now. Since we're under level, we are really just kind of sitting under tower, playing defensively, waiting for the Ymir to make some kind of mistake. We're going to go ahead and pick up our warrior Tabi. So whenever we left Fountain, we had Warrior's Blessing, and then we started with the Tier 1 Stone of Gaia. Stone of Gaia is going to heal you 0.5% of your health every second. It's also going to give you a lot of HP 5. My theory for this build, and for a lot of builds that I've been running in solo lane, is you want to go Warrior's Blessing, start into some form of sustain, whether that be Soul Eater, Stone of Gaia. I think picking up some early game sustain right after boots is going to be very beneficial. The only issue is that Runic Shield is very effective against this Ymir, and I think that would also make a acceptable first item, maybe even before boots. Taking a lot of minion damage, we gotta focus the minions, we're gonna fall back. This game, we're going with Stone of Gaia. I think going into Runic Shield, Bakasor ults in. Unfortunately, it looks like the Ymir is gonna be able to get away. So if I was looking at the minimap, or if Bakasor would have communicated with me, I would have known that he was coming to my lane, and I would have tried to save my 1 for stunning Ymir and setting up the Bakasor. But Bakasor was able to get Ymir weak enough for me, so I was able to ult him, execute him, and get my first pick. We are going to look a little lost because something happened with our controller. And then we're going to make our way to our blue buff. We did not get the XP from our blue buff, so that was a little unfortunate. We have reached the same level as Ymir. I still think he's a little bit ahead of me. Even though I'm pretty weak on health, I can use my 2 and then use my abilities on the minion waves to heal up a little bit. Between Achilles' 2 and the Stone of Gaia, which we were planning to build. Oh no. We're going to use our 1, dash away, use our other 1, not our 1, our 3. We get our stun, we walk over, he ults us, I think that's going to get us. Unfortunate. And he's able to get away with like 5 health.
You've only just begun, haven't you?
Overstepped a little bit, wasn't really expecting him to ult me. Once he did, I don't think there was too much I was actually going to be able to do. My thought before the Tsukiyami appeared out of jungle was that between Achilles' 2 and the Stone of Gaia, if you stay out of combat, wait for your cooldown, you're going to be able to heal to full health pretty easily, pretty often. We get the stun onto Ymir, and that's going to fully stack our Warrior's Blessing.
Your left tower is under attack. Your right tower is under attack.
So Ymir was a level 8 before us. He is still a little bit ahead of us. Although now that we have boots online, we should be able to start kind of focusing Ymir a little bit more.
Enemy missing middle.
So with the Ymir, a lot of his damage comes from his passive and the follow-up basic attack. Also, he has the stun, and then he has the slow on his line attack, so he stuns me, hits me with his line attack, and he'd like to hit me again with the basic attack. If we can dodge his freeze, I feel like we're set. I feel like that's the one ability we have to dodge. Once we do that, we can fully go in on him. I think that was a little bit of a misclick. I don't think I meant to throw my spear at the right wall in solo lane right there. Ymir is on Totem of Kill. Right now he has pressure in the lane, so there's really not too much I'm willing to do to try to challenge for just a Totem of Kill. I'm going to make my way over to the blue buff. So even though we had a very rough start with a 1000% preventable death, and then we got ganked by Tsukiyomi, which there was probably less I could do, but there was still probably something I could do. We're 1-2-0. A little bit of a rough start, but we are going to turn it around.
Be right back.
We will eventually end up winning this lane. Bakasaur is rotating into the right side of the jungle. Ymir's not here. Looks like Baka's gone, going mid. So now it's just us versus this Ymir again.
Friends don't leave friends behind.
We're gonna dash, try to get his freeze. There's his freeze, we get the stun. Now we're just gonna keep basic attacking him. I think we win this trade, plus we have our execute. We really only have to get him below 30% health. We're gonna go ahead and we're able to get the execution. While in solo lane, that's kind of the strategy you want to do with Achilles. You want to have your ult, get them to 30% health, and then execute them. It is kind of important to note that just because you see the execution marker doesn't mean that by the time you finish your execution animation that they will still be below 30% health. So as soon as you see the execution marker, I find it helpful to try to get a little bit more damage. That way they can't heal past the execution threshold as you're using execution. So we picked up the Stone of Gaia. We're going to be going into Runic Shield after that. They have 3 physical characters, so I feel like it would be nice to reduce their power a little bit and increase our magical protections.
Our allies are in trouble.
3 magical. Let's see what we can do to this Ymir while we have lane pressure. He gets his freeze. We're just going to keep basic attacking him. 47 damage is not too much. In fact, I'm pretty sure he's winning these auto trades now.
Be careful, right?
But he's just letting us keep poking him, so that's what we're going to do. We miss our 3. Oh, here comes Tsukiyomi. We got to wiggle around a little bit. Bakasaur ultimate. Uses his ultimate. We use our 1, but we were too far from anything. We tried to use our execute, thinking that Bakasaur was going to get Ymir low enough. He did not, so we kind of wasted our execute. However, we both got out.
Your left tower has been destroyed.
We're going to make our way to the blue buff, but it just goes down. There's 2 people right here.
Are you ready?
If I did not dodge that Ymir freeze, I'm pretty sure I'd be dead. We use our 2 and our 1 to heal up off the wave a little bit. Right now, I think we have kill potential on this Ymir. However, we do not have our ultimate. That's the freeze. Tsukiyomi is still nearby. We get slowed by Tsukiyomi. Bakasaur jumps in. This is a very weird fight. Bakasaur goes down. We get the stun onto Ymir. We're going to pull back to the solo lane. Tsukiyomi dashes or blinks in. We're going to use our 3 onto him. We have kill potential on both of these characters. It's just it's a 2v1, so I need to be very careful on how I engage it.
An enemy has been slain.
Merlin is able to clean up these Tsukiyomi by making a rotation. This Merlin was pretty good. Oh, Ymir. That was a very late freeze, my friend.
Just begun, haven't you?
Missing left.
Ymir thinks he's gonna back. We're not gonna let him. him up. He's in execution threshold. We use our stun. And we're able to execute him. Poseidon is behind us. We probably didn't need to execute the minion wave right there. Although I don't know how much we really respect Poseidon right now. We miss our 3. We respect him a lot when we don't have any abilities. We get the stun. If we would have hit our 3, I think we would have gotten him. He's super weak. We have our 3 in a second. Tsukiyomi's here, so now we gotta fall back.
Out of mana. Help!
Just look at that health regen. Slowly but surely gonna be at 100% health. Get the stun on the Cerberus. Tsukiyomi's still on us. For some reason I thought Artio and Merlin were a little farther up in lane. I am in a terrible position. Artio gets a clutch down. We have some clutch dodges on that Tsukiyomi ultimate. And we're going to fall back into tower. We used our 2 to get the bonus protections. We used our 3 just to make sure we got out, and we are out. We're going to go ahead and back, pick up the Runic shield.
Perfect in form and
So I'm going to use my teleport to the tier 2 in right. That way I can get the blue buff, pick up some health potions, and I try to pick up shell. But I teleport before I could actually buy the shell.
watch yourself.
We're going to work on our blue buff while Ymir pushes up the wave.
Cancel that.
Probably going to be under a tower by the time we get there.
Your right tower is under attack.
So Ymir is going to proxy the wave. If I put pressure onto Ymir right there, I'm going to miss the wave. This upcoming wave is going to be in my tower, and chances are I'm going to be chasing Ymir through jungle. So when an enemy is proxying your wave, I think your best bet is to at least clear the next wave. That will kind of undo what he is doing. Most times, whenever they proxy your wave, they rotate to mid right after. We see a second teleport inbound.
An enemy has been
We
slain.
look back just to see who it was. It is Cerberus. So right now, we are a physical character going against 2 magical characters in our lane. We just picked up our Runic shield, so we're reducing their power, while also giving us some magical protections. Lots of CC, we get the stun, we get ulted. Does not look like our team is really inbound, other than Bakasor right now. We're kind of just bopping, trying to reduce the health of anyone for the Bakasor when he rotates.
Be careful! Ultimate is down!
I think right there the jungler would have had a little bit more success, or a surprise factor, if he would have come up through Totem of Kill instead of coming right near our blue buff.
Attack.
Merlin and Artio are on the way, so we're going to keep fighting. We have a feeling our team's going to get the Ymir, so we're going to start focusing the Cerberus.
Watch yourself.
His dash is down. We're going to set up a ward just for a little bit of cover. But we really should have been in tower with Bakasor trying to get the Cerberus. We're able to get the pick. We're going to get the tower. We have a 3-stack in right. Their support and solo are both gone. Tsukiyomi is all the way in left.
Ally has been slain.
We should be able to get this tower right here.
We need to help our friends.
So we definitely turned things around in this game. We were 1-2-0. Now we're 5-2-1. I think that initial death of getting frozen under the tier 1 tower kind of threw me in my laning phase off a little bit. I'm a little behind, but just a little bit of patience, a little bit of playing while behind, and just kind of sitting under tower, just getting the farm, and we're able to catch up, get the lead, and now we're kind of a big factor on our team. Gonna go ahead and drop the blue buff. Don't really expect my jungler to be by anytime soon. I think this may be our first or second Totem of Coup this game.
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy.
I think we got the first one, but then I think Ymir has gotten everyone since that. We're going to group up the minions, use our spear thrust, we use our 1 to get a little bit of damage. Ymir was in the farther side of the cone attack, he was not up close, so he did not get stunned. 2 people over here, we're going to go ahead and just start falling back.
They were
We
warned.
dodge his 1 and his long ranged 1.
Retreat middle lane. Missing right. Okay.
I'm assuming Tsukiyomi is still nearby.
Thanks.
Yep, there he is. We're going to kind of dodge around. We're going to go ahead and just ult out of this. Try to save a little bit of our health.
An enemy has been slain.
Probably did not need ult right there. I feel like I was going to get body blocked or CC'd a lot right there. So I just wanted to get out, get under my tower, and feel a little safer.
They were warned.
I can't wait. To
After
try this
going
out.
into Runic Shield, we're going to be going into the Void Shield. The Void Shield is going to give us some physical protections, some physical power, and it's also going to reduce the enemy's physical protections by 15%. And this applies for everyone on your team. If you are near a Ymir and Bakasura comes over, that Ymir is going to have the 15% reduced physical protections because he is standing near you, which means Baka is going to do a little bit more damage. We drop their blue buff, we're going to go clean up the wave.
Friends don't leave friends behind.
Enemy missing right.
So we probably should have rotated outside of our lane. Right now it looks like the team fight is in mid or in left, so I have to get to mid first. We'll rotate mid, probably reevaluate the situation, and then try to rotate accordingly.
On my way. Ultimate is ready.
3 people on left, Cerberus in mid. We are going to throw our ability on the wave. Hopefully that will allow our minions to beat their minions. I'm not really going to stick around for the final hits on the minions. We're going to try to get a little bit of poke on the Tsukiyomi because we caught him. Caught him in jungle. He's a little out of position. Cupid's dash is down. We got hit by a Cupid heart. We're going to go ahead and ult out because we do not know if that Cupid heart was going to stun us. If we get stunned between those 4 people, we're donezo.
Be right back. Group up. We need more.
We're going to go ahead and back, and we're actually going to pick up our second relic this time. We were trying to get it on the teleport the last 2 times. So after going into Void Shield, we're going to be going into the Mantle of Discord.
Enemy missing left.
The Mantle of Discord is going to give us 60 physical protections, 60 magical protections, 10% cooldown reduction, and whenever we fall below a certain health threshold, we're going to become CC immune and stun all enemies around us.
Your right tower is under.
This is a good fight because Ymir is all the way in right.
All right, calm
So
down.
right there, I wasn't sure if my 3 was going to kill the Tsukiyomi, so I used my 1 right after. Tsukiyomi was already dead, and I just missed my 1 on everyone. We're going to try to stick to this Poseidon. We have the damage. We're going to blink. Good Aegis by him.
Your right tower is under.
If we did not miss that 3, I think we would have gotten him. Ymir is pushing right still. We're getting some basics onto the Cerberus. Looks like our team is going after the Cupid. We could take a tower shot to get our 1 onto the Poseidon, who's very weak.
Right tower has been destroyed.
Looks like he's still hanging about. So I am playing with the Preston Pen, which is the Izanami. I'm also playing with the Bear Jew, which is the Bear Cardio.
Incoming middle.
Right here, I say, hey, I think we got this. Just charge in there and we should be able to get this Cupid. And then I go, oh no, that went so poorly. I am sorry. We absolutely should not have done that. We're being chased down. This is not gonna end well. They gobble. If they're all together and you get caught by ACC, you're just gonna go down. So now Izanami's out of place. That was all a call that I made with the RDO. And it was a very bad call. Ended up getting both of us killed and our carry killed because the carry is trying to rotate to help us out. Instead of diving a tier 2 tower with 2 or 3 people in it, I think we would have been better off going for Gold Fury right there. A little bit of a misplay, or a lot of bit of a misplay. That was completely my bad because I made that call. The RDO did not want to go in. But I was like, hey, we totally got this. And then my false sense of security got him to go in. So the RDO also said that they're having some lagging issues. They said that they would try to switch stances and remain in the current stance for like 5 seconds and then finally switch.
We need wards.
Which I've had happen to me. I've had the same situation with RDO. Whenever she is like that, she is almost unplayable.
On my way.
We're going to try to zone our jungle. We have 3 people over here on the right side. RDO is all the way over in the left. Our damage is in the middle. So I think one thing to point out that I think I definitely could have done better in this game was make an effort to protect our damage characters. I feel like with Achilles, this is a prime example. Right now, I'm zoning their assassin and their mage away from our team. I'm taking 2 of their largest damage sources and trying to keep them out of the team fight. Well, our team does not get them, and now I am just in a terrible position. I think after this death, that's when I realized, like, oh, I can't just be my typical frontline bully this game. I need to actually make a concerted effort to protect this Merlin, Izanami, and Bakasora.
Thanks.
Zoning 2 people away from a team fight usually is pretty effective, but it is not working out that well in this game. So we're going to change the pace or how we are trying to play as solo lane. Now we're just going to try to protect our squishies more than we're going to try to zone away their damage. I feel like zoning away their damage is a very good strategy. It just hasn't worked out this game, so we're going to mix it up just to try something up. Try to do something different, I should say. So it looks like they have a 3 stack in mid.
Defend left lane.
Ymir is all the way over in right. Cupid's on Gold Fury. So, since Ymir is all the way over in right, if we take a team fight, it should be a 4v5.
You've only just begun, haven't
Merlin
you?
is able to get a pick. We're going to rotate into the team fight, try to help out as much as possible.
An ally has been
Poseidon ults the Merlin. We're going to try to stick to Poseidon. We get a stun on him.
bending
We get a
skills,
basic.
no joke.
Did not mean to steal that from the Bakasora.
Retreat.
Our allies
Don't
are in
try to
trouble.
focus the Tsukiyomi.
An enemy has
Izanami's able to get the pick. Get the stun onto the Cerberus. And right now we should peel off and go for Gold Fury.
On my way. Retreat.
So Ymir is about to be on our right Phoenix. We're going to back.
Your right Phoenix is under attack.
I tell Izanami to go for Gold Fury. I think if RDO would have stayed with the Izanami, we would have been able to get the Gold Fury very easily. Looking at Izanami on the minimap, she stopped for the purple. That little delay gives them enough time to make it to Gold Fury. If you have an opening to go for gold or fire, I have a preference of not hitting camps on the way. I think you want to get there and you want to burn it down as quick as possible before the enemy team has any kind of chance to rotate there. If you stop and hit camps, you're buying 3-5 seconds for the enemy team to catch up. It is all about timing. And the enemy team was able to steal our Gold Fury.
I like to face my opponents head on.
We have 2 people over and right. There is zero purpose of us hitting these neutral harpies in mid right now, especially since it takes about 20 basic attacks. Poseidon is in mid. I see Merlin is nearby. I'm going to try to ping the map, let him know, like, hey, let's go on this Poseidon. Poseidon runs away. He says cancel that. We're just like, alright, no problem. We're going to rotate
Enemy missing middle.
a little bit back. We need to be grouped with our team.
Defend the fire giant.
We're going to go ahead and
I'm
hit
on
the
it.
jungle chalice.
Enemy missing.
we're gonna start working on the Pyromancer. Cupid uses his ultimate. He probably thought we had the Pyromancer a lot weaker than it actually was.
A frozen touch.
Ymir is nearby, Cerberus is nearby, 3 people over here. This is not the best fight for us, so we're going to start falling back. We're telling our teammates to retreat. They just had 3 people coming out of that corner with a lot of CC, so if any of us got caught by that CC, the follow-up damage was inbound.
Attack middle lane. Retreat right lane.
It'll be fine.
So now we're kind of regrouping as a team. We're going to go ahead and blink away from the Ymir. We picked up Blink as our second relic because, in theory, we want to be able to blink onto a squishy character and then stun them and hopefully set up the rest of our team. Poseidon is behind us. He is a big target. So is Tsukiyomi. If we can get both of them out of the picture, I'm feeling pretty confident in a team fight. We miss our spear throw on our 3. Izanami is able to get a pick and also get the Pyromancer. Pretty big steal. Right now, we're just bopping in mid. So the issue that we have right now is it is the solo and the support putting pressure in mid, while our damage is on their own. So like, no matter how well we do, there's a very good chance we're just not going to have the damage to get any kind of picks. We need our damage characters to be nearby. Now that Merlin's nearby, we push up, but then we see him retreating, so we're going to start falling back.
Watch yourself.
Even though the Gold Fury is down, we're going to go ahead and start working on the Oracles, just so we can get some additional vision on the map. After going into the Mantle of Discord, we are going to be going into Heartseeker. Heartseeker is going to give us 10% physical penetration, 10%, yes, 10%. And then it is also going to remove a percentage of the enemy's maximum health value whenever you damage them with an ability. So if Ymir has a billion protections, and if we use a basic attack, it only does 1 damage, or if we use an ability, it only does 1 damage. When we pick up Heartseeker, it is going to deal 3 to 5% of his total health. We're able to get the pick onto Poseidon. That's a pretty large pick. Cupid is nearby. We probably didn't push fast enough right there. We get the... Ooh, we just short on the stun on the Cupid. Cerberus uses his ultimate. Our Merlin goes down. We get stunned, and then slowed, and we're gonna ult out.
An ally has been
We use
slain.
our 1.
Retreat.
Double
Retreat.
kill.
Team fight is falling apart.
You've only just begun, haven't you?
Gotta run.
We're gonna go ahead and back. Cupid's here. Super unfortunate. We're gonna use our 2, get the bonus protections, crowd control reduction, and physical power. We get a stun onto the Tsukiyomi, and Izanami is able to get a pick on him. We're just gonna blink past this Ymir. We get hit by the Serb. We're gonna get the 1 off. We're gonna dash away. Dash away again, but we're gonna go down.
We need to get back in the fight.
I feel like we were pretty elusive right there. We just weren't able to get away 100%. So, as we have migrated from the mid game to the late game, some things I have noticed is that their team fight, it seems to be much stronger than our team fight. They have a lot of CC, follow-up damage, and they're kind of moving as a unit. One thing I've noticed about my team is that our support and solo tend to be too far away from our damage. So our damage will go down,
Attack the Gold Fury.
and then we kind of just lose the team fight based off of that. Of the 3 damage dealers, I feel like Merlin is having a very good game.
Retreat.
So we're going to try to stick to this Merlin as much as possible and keep him alive Ultimately, I think that is probably going to be the thing that wins us the game. We just need one really good team fight, and then to push up one of the lanes. We're going to start working our way over to the right lane.
Watch yourself.
We just got to clean up these waves, so that way our Phoenix doesn't go down, or if somebody doesn't try to backdoor our Phoenix.
We need to help our friends.
Tsukiyomi is able to get a pick onto our Izanami.
Attack, fire giant. Attack,
So
fire
Izanami or Preston told me that they were attacking Gold Fury. We have an opportunity to get Fire Giant right now. They have 5 people on Fire Giant. We totally needed Bakasora there for the damage, and Merlin would have come for the follow-up. We would have him under half health right now. The other team was on Gold Fury. We totally could have done it. Super sad. It was the Izanami, Ardeo, and myself had comms. So Izanami's like, hey, they're on gold. Our damage sources, Bakasora and Merlin, did not hear that. So it would have been a bad Fire Giant pool if you had not known that all 5 of them were on the Gold Fury. So we use our 1, even though it's just the 85% damage. It does get the Heartseeker proc, removing a percentage of his health. Bakasora is a little far pushed up. Tsukiyomi is the person we need to be targeting. He's the damage. 4 people here. It's about to become a very bad fight for us, so we're going to start trying to wiggle out. Still trying to zone off the Poseidon and Tsukiyomi. If Serb and Ymir get super aggressive on one of our squishy characters, we'll try to help, but really we're trying to box out these 2 people. We're keeping them so far away from our teammates that our teammates are able to just focus onto the Ymir and the Cerberus. We're able to get the pick onto the Ymir. Now that their front line is starting to fall apart, we can actually start trying to push and win this game. Cerberus ults us. He puts us in a tower. We're taking tower shots for all of our teammates. We're just going to take the tower shots. If we walk out right now and somebody damages an enemy, they'll start getting shot. We're just going to keep eating for our team. Cupid is the only person alive. We're going to push up. He gets the Merlin. Merlin came in so clutch. I think Merlin got a lot of those kills. If we can get the Cupid, we execute the Cupid. 5, 8, and 11. And between the Ardeo, Izanami, and myself, we should be able to close this game out. Oh my goodness. Very rough start, but a little bit of smart, careful play allowed us to catch up. Well, if you guys enjoyed the game, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you feel like you learned anything at all, check out the channel. There's plenty of Smite videos there, and subscribe for some more content. These stats for this game will be posted in just a moment. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great day. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.
It'll be fine.